I really do appreciate you, genuinely. So let's just get straight to the first topic, which is the box office, because I think this is
live stream and see if I can get on it, because I want evidence.
Probably the most interesting, or I guess I would say surprising, like, story of the year. I mean, the box office has had a lot of surprises this year, like with Indiana Jones, the Mission Impossible movie, a lot of Disney films pretty much. And then you have, like, big successes like the Mario Bros. Movie and Barbie, which a lot of people didn't expect those films to do really well. So the box office has been very, very unpredictable this year. And now we have yet another unpredictable little wrinkle here, because it's looking like Taylor could potentially have the biggest opening of the year, even surpassing Barbie. So it's currently projected that this movie could open between $100 to $150 million in just its opening weekend. Y'all, this is insane. Again, you have to respect it. Even I don't know many other artists that could do this right now. Like Beyonce, I think could do it. Maybe Rihanna. I don't know. There's not a lot of people that could do this, so it is very, very impressive. And just so you guys can get a real look at how big a $150 million opening would be, here is the top 5 highest grossing openings of the year so far. At number 5, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which opened at $106 million, so that would be more than Ant-Man, more than Guardians 3, more than the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie, more than the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, 150 wouldn't be more than Barbie, because Barbie opened at 162. But still, if it even came close to that, that would be insane, especially since the current record opening, very big deal. We have a super chat from Nintendo Gaming Chair. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Brittany Reacts question. Please cover Cleopatra the Seventh by protagonist Netflix from your point of view as a video if possible. I think I've heard about the Cleopatra thing.
Yeah, I can't believe
I'm not sure if I'm going to go over it, to be honest. I think that was such a long time ago. No one's really talking about it. It's not fresh news, but I'm sorry about that. Thank you for the super chat, though. I know a lot of people are not super excited for the Taylor movie. We did a poll yesterday, and about half of you are just not Taylor fans, but the other half of you are either going to see it or you're curious. So I know a number of you are very excited about this. Who's surprised? Is anyone surprised by this number as I am? Or are you guys like, yeah, this is pretty expected? Peter is such panda says, I really hate Barbie. Oh, I'm sorry. I love
Barbie. He mentioned Barbie! Oh my god, he mentioned Barbie!
Says, I find it funny that tickets are $19.89. Yeah, it's a very clever marketing trick. Very, very clever. If anything, I think Taylor's a business... I kind of respect Taylor as the businesswoman more than her music, because the business move she makes is, like, they're pretty smart. Cynthia says, I went to the Eras tour and I still bought tickets. It's a great show. Okay, I've heard it's a pretty good show.
I really hate Taylor.
Oh, just wanted to say it's 3 a.m. here. Oh, but you wanted to be at the live stream. Hi, Arvin. Oh, I'm so glad that you could make it. I'm sorry it's so late there, but I appreciate you being here. Eric says, I want to see it so badly, but I'm in Europe. Yeah, it's only in the U.S. right now. Now, I'm wondering, I think the reason why she's only opening it in the U.S. is because she's already toured the U.S. And so she's probably thinking, I still want people to want to see my show in person. So she could possibly release the movie again next year overseas once she's already done the rest of her tour. So you might still get to see the movie in theaters. You might just have to wait until she's already left your country. That's kind of what I think she's doing. Natanya says, wish I could go to the Eras tour. Those tickets were very expensive. I saw people were paying $5,000 for nosebleeds. It's insane. same with Beyonce's tickets too. Like I've been kind of following both tours, and it's actually really interesting having like two major pop stars going on tour right now. Lovely Billy says, genuine question, wasn't she like a what? I thought she dated an underage dude. I think you're referring to, at some point she did date a 17-year-old. I think that's what you're referring to. That question caught me so off guard. Not even gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think she's a person to be. It's fascinating that I seem to have acquired an audience that is like I would say about half of you are very anti-Taylor, which is very fascinating. Yeah. But anyway, random topic that just came up out of nowhere. But yes, we already did a poll, but I'm curious. I'm going to do another poll asking, what do you guys think this movie will open to? Where do you see this movie opening at? So about to start a polls. I just doing polls because you know what? Let's do less than 100. Let's do 70 to 100, and let's do 100 to 130, and let's do 130 to 150. Hold on. And then last option will be just 150 plus. So, be honest. I think you guys will. Mr. Pizza says 50 to 100 million at the box
Mr.
office.
Pizza?
Here's the crazy thing. And I probably should have had this tweet up. It's already sold like $60 million in pre-sales. So we know it's at least 60 million. So keep that in mind when you're voting, guys. But I also think the pre-sales, I think this movie will be extremely pre-sale heavy. So I think however much money this movie already sells like ahead of time is probably the bulk of what it's going to get, because I can't imagine like there's going to be a whole lot of people that didn't buy a ticket and just suddenly decide to go opening day. I think her fans are going to want a ticket like way ahead in advance. So I think this movie is going to be very pre-sale heavy. Let me see what the poll says. Where did the poll go? Hold on. Okay. So, it's pretty split, actually. You guys are all over the board here. So, 29% of you think about 100 to 130 million. Okay. That's actually where I'm at. I think this movie is going to open to around 130 million. That's my prediction. 33% of you think 150 plus. Oh, it's going up. Now it at 35%. 150 million. That's
really hate
if this movie opens higher than Barbie, that would be the single biggest surprise of the year, at least in the movie space. Like, no one, I'm sure not even Taylor would have seen that coming. I just can't see it. I really can't see it, but that would be impressive. 21% of you think will be between 130 and 150, so maybe around like what the Guardians open to. And then 15% of you think 70 to 100 million, so you don't even think it'll get to 100 million. I actually think it will get to 100 million. I don't think it's gonna open like pretty big, so this is pretty huge. Hi, Peter is such a panda. The Blue Gecko Nerd says Taylor got her redemption after losing her label. She managed to get her masters to make her own songs. I mean, she definitely has a good. On to the next topic. We are going to go straight to entertainment news. So, One Piece One Piece is actually doing extremely well. Again,
That's
I am going to give you my review of the
10
first episode since I know a lot of you guys wanted to hear
so
my opinions about the show. So stick around to the end of the live stream to hear my review. But the show is actually doing very well. According to Netflix, it debuted with over 18.5 million views. That's a lot of people. Now, to be honest with you, the way that all of these streaming services count their views is a little shady, so it sounds like a huge number, but you never know. A view could be like someone watched it for like 5 minutes and that's it. We don't really know. But just taking it at face value, this is pretty good. This is like a huge hit. I know I already asked you guys yesterday how many of you have seen it, but did anyone else check it out last night because we talked about it? Ice King James says One Piece was good. Well, I'll let you know what I think in just a minute. Black Star says it's good to hear that One Piece is a success. It is good to hear. I know Netflix has to be happy. They were definitely hoping that this movie, not these like huge, big budget like plays like this with One Piece because they're trying to find the next Stranger Things. So they definitely thought that this could be it. To be fair, I don't think this show has reached that peak yet. I just don't feel the show in the zeitgeist like I do with a Stranger Things. But it's still a pretty big hit. I just don't think it's the big phenomenon yet, but it could grow. We'll see. Okay, Star Film Studios says you were not expecting that. Okay. Yumi says, I'm interested despite not watching the anime before. Yeah, I watched this knowing absolutely nothing about the anime. Like, I didn't even look anything up because I wanted to just go in with the fresh perspective. So you will find out. I literally knew nothing, so I was finding out everything about the show in real time, and boy, was that a trip. Rolly Fan says they made really sure to translate, adapt, and not include what would work from an animated to a live action. Say if I could spoil anything from my review later on, I think this show is basically the most literal definition of a live action anime adaptation. Like, it's basically anime and how they shoot it and how they act it and even how they do the costume, like the costuming and hair and makeup. Like, all of it is so stylized and cartoony that it's basically like the literal definition of live action anime. Like, it could have just been a cartoon. So they were very, very literal with the anime adaptation, which I actually liked about it. Gianna Tissot says, you never watched anime. I know a lot of you guys like anime, but Eric hates it. Oh, interesting. Dylan says, I've never seen the anime, but I guess I'll watch it because of you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You guys haven't even heard my review yet. You don't know if I like it. But it's pretty good for Netflix. Good for the show. Again, I will get to my review in just a minute. Moving on, I want to remind you guys, or at least maybe update you guys in case you didn't know, but Disney is actually working on a Princess and the Frog TV show for Disney+. And Jennifer Lee, who's the president at Disney Animation, she just did a whole interview talking about a bunch of upcoming Disney projects. And a new voice. So it's going to be Tiana venturing out on a new adventure. So I don't think she's going to stay in Louisiana. And hopefully I don't think she's going to be a frog the whole time either. I don't know what it's going to be about beyond that, but I'm kind of excited for it. I think that this is more interesting and exciting than, the 100th Marvel series or Star Wars series. So I'm kind of into this. Anyone excited for this? Nintendo Game so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Please consider reacting to Twilight Zone episode to serve man as a video for your first time. I do like the Twilight Zone. I've actually seen almost every episode. It's a good show. I haven't seen the new updated one that Jordan Peele did, but I do like the old show. I'm not going to be reacting to it. I'm sorry. It's just too difficult with copyright. But thank you for the super chat. The modern designer says this concept art looks off-model. Yeah, it doesn't really look like her, does it? But it is just concept art. Starting the poll. All right, Tiana show. Who's interested? Yes, totally gonna watch it. And then no, not interested. And then I'll do a maybe. So you just need to see more marketing. All right. Eric says, I think Disney should do what they did with Rapunzel. Make a series, maybe short or something. The animated Rapunzel series that was on Disney Channel is actually really good. I've watched it. And it's not like super kid either. It's actually like a very mature like cartoon. Like it's something for all ages. But if you're interested in Tangled, if you like those characters, I would very good. Ezra Fourth says not gonna subscribe to Disney. Yeah, Disney's hurting. They're losing a lot of subscribers right now. It's a tough time for them. Going to the poll, 42% of you are excited, so that's good. That's actually a really healthy amount. 33% of you are maybe. That's fair. We don't really know much about it. 25% of you or 27% of you are no. I would actually think this is pretty good for the show, though. Only about a quarter you aren't interested, so maybe the show will be a hit. I think that has a chance, actually. I think if they did more shows based off their Disney princesses, I think those could be really big hits because people still like the Disney princesses. That's like the one Disney thing I don't think has been like touched yet or like ruined. You know what I mean? So I think this could actually be a big hit. Ending the poll. Star Film is curious, yeah. I think we'll at least be curious. I'm very excited to see what the trailer looks like. Hopefully it's good. All right, moving on. Now, the next thing that Jennifer Lee also talked about that I just wanted to bring up is that she actually gave across the Spider-Verse films their flowers. She said, quote, I love what the